so I want to do a reading for the spiritually awakened people in the collective. I just want to play and practice with this. So today they're saying the Kali cards. Okay, please let the collective know what they need to know for this next week. Again, with no time, whenever they read this, that they know that that's the next week. So please let the collective know what they need to know this next week. Okay. Let us see how many we have here. Oh, okay. So I'm going to do a different type today. So I'm going to build on these. I'm going to do something different today because I want to stay within the 15-minute time frame. Okay, so let's see. The first is Shodashi. Shodashi cleanses the soul from past hurts. Her presence indicates recovery and a reclaiming of dignity after experiences of being judged, betrayed, or criticized. If your innate being has been put down in any way, or if there has been bullying or nastiness directed toward you, Shodashi brings healing and renewal so you can rise above and lay claim to your innate beauty and worth. So here's the image for that one. And this one here, the two sides of the coin that I have seen is what people are now calling narcissism. I view it as there's the people who are toxic in a relationship and those who are either enablers or codependent. And more often than not, those who are on a spiritual awakening are the codependents because you're empaths, you feel, and you just want to help others to feel better. So that aligns. So here's the next card, the image. Blue Tara. Chaos will give way to the higher order of love. Let there be peace in your heart. As Blue Tara looks to her right, gazing toward the future, she sees a vision of your peaceful, protected, and authentic, expressive future. You have every right to feel hopeful, happy, and secure in the destiny now unfolding for you, which very much fits in with learning how to feel safe and secure in your body and your home. So, and that starts with really holding or feeling that in your heart, in your body, what it feels like to be safe. And the difficulty is if you have been in an abusive relationship, you hold that vibration of the abuse as that is your coping mechanism, your safety guide, if you will. You protect yourself so that you survive, and it teaches you to, it was showing me like tap dancing or fancy footwork. When you're in an abusive or toxic relationship, you're reading their energy, and then you hold that vibration. Whereas if you had never been in a toxic relationship, your body would just naturally express who you are without those memories or those expectations. And so this is where we as a collective are going to try to restore that inner belief system that we are safe, that we will be taken care of in spite of what we have experienced up to this point. The next one is by Ravi Yogini. Here is the image. Face your fears, for it is the right time and you are ready to overcome them. You will be given the power to fulfill your heart's desires. Embrace your path with confidence. Healing around belonging and abundance is taking place within your soul. You are spiritually protected from toxic energies. Recognize your inner divine badass and commit to your dreams and conviction. Okay, so that one just validates those two. I don't even need to say anything on that one. Here's the next one. Matangi, which says, she is the queen of outcasts, unveiling the hidden inner power to thrive outside conventional society. If you have been denied love and respect, she brings healing and empowerment. If you have suffered rejection, abandonment, or been labeled as unworthy in any way, she brings dignity and repair. She clears the way for a creative, joyful, and vibrant life. So this again talks about if you have been in unhealthy relationships, if you have felt harmed and you have trauma within you, all of these cards are saying that you are now protected, and that means that you need to step out of that trauma wound, that belief system that you are not safe, to really get to that place where you do feel safe. And it is a journey to get there. It doesn't just happen overnight. And here's the last card, and this one is called Kali Mahamaya. When a situation becomes unnecessarily complicated or confusing to your heart, Kali Mahamaya arises spontaneously as a protective bearer of universal truth. Ultimately, your revelations shall lead you beyond that which is deceptive and not right for you. This you are promised. She protects you from that which is unworthy of your heart and seeks to constrain your spirit. So what I'm feeling today is just toxic. Where we have been in toxic relationships, we are breaking free of that. We are creating new patterns, new paths for ourselves. And it's twofold. One is we have to walk away from that which no longer serves us, right? And the other is to embrace that we are going to a place where we will heal, where we will be safe, where we will be protected. Okay, so let me see what else they would like for me to do. Okay, the Hidden Truth Oracle. So this one's very different than the others, so please, you speak to me through music. I couldn't let you get close to me, so one more, I believe. This one. I lost myself for a little while. Okay, so I'm feeling like this is your soul talking to you, or you talking to your soul, however you want to describe it. So when you hear music, those are messages for you. You said to your soul effectively, I can't let you get close to me right now because I got to protect that essence, right? The younger you. And so now, by stepping out of these toxic relationships, you can now go back and meet the younger version of you and heal that part by soothing that younger child who was traumatized. And then I lost myself for a little while. So I think that many of us would say that we got lost. This is, I think, in the patriarchy and whatever that construct was, whatever that hierarchy was. And we're now, we're coming in, learning to love ourselves. So I'm going to put these over here. Okay, I know we're not done yet, and they want something else. Okay, so we're going to do Gilded Tarot. I want one card, please, not groups. Thank you. Okay, well, we'll do two here because it's not. Okay, so what would you like to say? We'll start with the Wheel of Fortune. And this one here, to me, it speaks of karma, that the Wheel of Fortune, whatever our respective wheels of fortune are, that they're just moving forward. And I feel like there's an engine now that's really moving forward. So your karma, if you have loved others and have been kind and generous, that's going to play itself out. But you also need to do the hard work of recognizing where you've been in toxic relationships, to really step outside of them so that you can begin to heal. And that comes, I'm hearing boundaries. This comes, if you want to step out of the traditional karmic cycle, it comes with boundaries where you say, this does not feel good anymore, and you step outside of it. You walk away. That's really important. And to do it with a soft heart, feeling that needs to be really, really with a soft heart. And then, excuse me, the other counterpart, I guess, of karma is if you don't, well, like, regardless of which way it plays out, it's justice. But justice, if you don't heal those inner wounds, it feels more painful than where you do when you step outside of that cycle of abuse. And I really feel that humanity, and because I'm coughing here, I think a lot of what they're showing me in my coughing is this is throat chakra stuff that we need to learn to speak up more. We need to say, this doesn't feel good. And so when you do that, if somebody's been harming you in some way or making you feel lesser than, if you can say, I don't like how this feels, then you are offering justice to yourself and to the other person, because there are, I would call it, consequences for those actions, for the behavior. And this, I think, really where humanity is being called right now. So let me see, I think there's one more. They want me to do the Mother Mary. And if you could please clear up my throat chakra, that would be great. Great, because what would you like for the spiritually awakened to know? What would you like for the spiritually? No, I don't want groups. I want individual cards, please. No, I don't want groups. I want individual cards. I'm sitting. You guys are just being poo heads. Seriously, just please one card. I know you're trying to make me laugh too, so I appreciate that. Thank you. Because as I set my healthy boundaries, you're like, yeah, how's this feel? Okay. There's one jumping. Please let the collective know. For me, 1, 2, 3, split. Is that one card? I think that's 2. Hold on. My throat's feeling a little bit better. This one is Our Lady who sends the angels. With a pure heart, free from any intention other than manifesting the Divine Mother's love, call on the angels who love all beings unconditionally. Ask for help for yourself and for all you feel inspired to pray for, including those you know are in need of assistance, but perhaps lack the spiritual skillfulness to help themselves. Pray with relief in your heart that is born of total trust. And here is the image. And that one, I think, follows on these two here, which is to step out of the cycle. Justice will occur, but to continue to pray for those who are having a hard time, because many are still stuck. I'm feeling right here, she's got the blindfold on. There are so many that are unable to see truth for what it is. They're unable to see their role of how they're hurting and harming others. They still are in that victim mindset, and we need to pray for them. We can walk away from them, because that is healthy, to walk away from that which is harming us. But where you're capable of doing so, to pray for them. And if you're not capable, then do not shame or guilt yourself into being anything other than where you find yourself at right now. As you begin to heal through this process, through these 5 steps up above, you will be able to find that grace for others, because it will be a natural outgrowth of you connecting to that inner knowing of love and trust and believing that all is as it's meant to be. So I think, oh, no. They're like, nope, you're not done. We're going to do the tea leaf cards. Please let the collective know what, and there we go. The wheel. So this one, the wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Now, I feel that a lot of people honestly have been in this place because they don't set the intentions. They allow life just to happen to them, which pulls you into somewhat of a victim mindset. But the more that you can step out of that, start making decisions that feel good for you, cutting out those people that are not healthy for you to have in your life, and learning to love yourself. The sooner you do that, the sooner the wheel of life will move forward, and you will be able to have karma bring you those things based on your positive deposits in your bank account of being love. So if this resonates with you, please join this group.